Hello guys, pardon the noise in the background. My wife and the kids are watching a movie, and my 6-month or 7-month-old boy is crying. But yeah, it's 10:30 in the evening, and I just got home from work, and can't wait to do this unboxing. And debating if I need to do a video about this or just unbox it, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's packed. Well, I have several Andy's Orchids videos already, unboxing videos already. But yeah, so it's a very how could I say this? It's a tempting, or it was very tempting when I received an email from Andy's Orchids that they're going on sale at 20% off on all their plants. I trying really hard not to buy any new plants until at least I was hoping if I can really control myself until November, until Black Friday, where they do a good sale also. However, I have some of these plants in my wish list, or more in my list of orchids that I want to have, and so Orchids have them, and they went on sale, and a pretty good discount. And I'm pretty sure I also have some discounted shipping, and it was really quick. It was shipped yesterday and arrived today. Yeah, so, and the thing with Andy's Orchids is when you order plants from them, it's established. It's really nice to see how the plants, you know, they're not just repotted or just mounted on a new piece of wood. They've been there, I think, for months, if I'm gonna describe it properly. But anyway, I just want to show you guys how it's packed, and yeah, I'll get the plants out. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, I just took them off the box, but I didn't remove some of the packaging. But just want to tell you guys how when I was taking these plants out of the box, I was just so happy. The plants look really good. The wood that it came with are all looking good. Just really excited. So that's how they're packed, and these are very good specimens. They're kind of moist, and I think they've watered these plants really well before they were shipped, because well, I live in Texas, so they're anticipating how hot it will be. But the plants look really good, so I'll go ahead and start on checking these guys out one by one. Alright guys, so again, pardon the background noise. My wife and the kids are watching a Kung Fu Panda movie. But yeah, we'll start with this one. This plant, when I remove it from the box, looks really good and totally unexpected. This is the Stelis Adrianae. Sorry if I murdered the name, but yeah, here's just a quick close-up. And yeah, so I only have one Stelis in the collection. It's the Stelis Hertzii, and that's considered as miniature. It's really small, and this plant, I've been seeing this dendro board because I had dark frogs before, and first found out about the Stelis genus actually because I saw the picture of this guy. It is really nice flowers. My throat is itchy, but anyway, in Andy's Orchids website, it states it's a miniature, and if it is a miniature, then they gave me a big specimen, or like a really established specimen, because this guy is big. Like the leaves are huge. Now I'm wondering if I'm pretty sure I still have room for the plants, because I will find a way to get them situated, but this guy is big. But as always, they look really well established. As proof, you can see some moss growing on the sides, so, or algae, more likely this is algae. So yeah, I really love the way this plant looks But yeah, kind of thinking about my grow conditions right now. So basically, because it's summer and our AC is turned on, like the thermostat is around 74, and in the grow tent, in the lower end of my grow tent, the temperatures are around 74, 75. The Staliscertia is doing well, but it's not flowering, and I suspect that the cool growing orchids that I have in my grow tent will eventually start to bloom again when it starts to cool down. So during the winter, we'll have a temperature, we turn on the heat at like 70 Fahrenheit. The only thing that I've noticed though is the Masdevallias. They are really struggling. They're not dead, but their leaves are showing signs of stress, and that's why in this order, this is the only cool growing plant, or at least intermediate plant, that I have bought, and I think this would be the last, except for the Wistrepia, because the Wistrapias, even though they're not flowering as much, except my Falkenbergii, the Wistrapias are still keeps on growing, so they're able to adapt. They just don't flower as much, but the Staliscertia is not flowering at all. But around January, February, like 30 days after I received it from Andy's Orchids, they just flowered immediately. So I suspect that once they get the cool temperatures, they'll grow again, or produce flowers. So this guy unexpectedly is a big specimen, and they consider it again as a what do you call this, as a miniature. So yeah, I just hope yeah, so right now I'm thinking that I will be moving towards intermediate to warm growing orchids, and most of the other orchids I have here are on that grow conditions, but I wish I'm able to really keep this guy alive and make it bloom, because the flowers are really nice, you know. And the leaves here, I mean, look at the leaves, really beautiful leaves. So yeah, so this is the Stelis Adrianae or something. Very happy again about this order. They're still cool to touch. They arrived, I think, around 4 in the afternoon. I was still at work, and yeah, very excited. So let's move on to the other plant. Okay. All right. So most of these are considered as free flowering. But again, I think I did it on my last video. In my conditions, they're not as free flowering. California has really nice weather. My parents are based there, and they say it's cool. So I guess that's why they're free flowering for Andy's Orchids, but not for me. Now this is a very nice specimen. I mean, look at oh, sorry, there you go. Look at all this moss. Very beautiful, like pillowy. Oh my, yeah. I remember growing up as a kid in the mountains in the Philippines. There's like this rock garden, and during the monsoon season, the moss will grow real thick, and it feels like this. Oh wow! So this is called the okay, sorry, here. Alright, Ceropetalum Hirondinus or Hirondinus bulbophyllum. I don't know if it's a subgenus, the Ceropetalum, or they made a like a rename, or sorry, is it rename, or they moved some of the plants into Ceropetalum to bulbophyllum. I really don't know. I'm sorry, but I kind of got that idea from from reading in the internet. This is considered as a miniature, and it has really nice flowers. you guys can search it online. It's considered as free flowering again for Andes orchids. It's a warm growing plant according to the website. It's like from 65 Fahrenheit to around 95 Fahrenheit. Of course, in my grow tent, most it will go up to was 86, which is really fine. But with this kind of moss, I don't think this is like in direct bright light. So really nice. Kind of small compared to the others that I've got, but yeah, they look good, and moving forward, I might be buying more bulbophyllums because my conditions are within like intermediate to warm. So yeah, really happy. I think this is the my third or fourth order from Andes Orchids. More likely it's my third, and yeah, nothing beats this. And no insult to like Hauserman, because Hauserman is the only other orchid nursery that I bought from, but these are well established. I mean, no kidding. I mean, for moss to grow this well, it needs to take months to have this kind of moss, or at least that's how I think it will be. And I will be collecting moss from this. It looks different from the other moss that I've collected and grown, so I might have a new kind of moss to grow. So that's the Zero Petalum hirundinus. So really nice. And we'll go next to the other bulbophyllum I bought. The Zero Petalum bulbophyllum Wendlandii. Wendlandii. But when you search this online, what will appear, or what usually appears, is only the bulbophyllum Wendlandianum. So that's how, at least that's how I can pronounce it. And this is like a spring to summer blooming. I saw a grower, an orchid grower in YouTube. I think his channel is called Green Pets. He collects orchids, and he has this specimen, and the flowers are really nice. They are not the usual like orchid flower that you'll see like in a nursery or in a Walmart or in HEB. It's more, it's hard to describe, but yeah, just go ahead, search for this name online. I might when I have the time, I might just get a picture, but I don't know if it's copyrighted picture, and I might get into trouble. But it's got like spiky, long red flowers, and this is a good specimen also. I mean, the moss is well established. You can see the wood is green. In my light, I have a small desk touch light here. But yeah, the wood is really green. Algae, of course, but that just shows how established this plant is. So this is a intermediate to warm growing plant. I might just add more moss on this guy here. I might just do that after this video. Just give it more moisture, because the moss here is kind of old already. So yeah, Zero Petalum Wendlandii. All right, next is this one. Let me just take this out. This one is a bit of a surprise. It's one of those things that they say it's a, what do you call this? What they say is a miniature, but I believe Andy's is just what he sent me though are mature plants, large mature plants. One of the roots are damaged. Such a waste. This root is damaged, I might just cut it off and maybe, I don't know. But you know, it happens. You know, this guy was shipped. Maybe when I was removing the box, that's when it got damaged. But really nice specimen. This is called the Ascocentrum. Sorry. Yeah, Ascocentrum Ampulaceum var Orantiacum. So such a mouthful, but this is a beautiful specimen. I made a video about my Ascocentrum, what was the Hendersonianum that produced really nice pink flowers, and I also have the Ascocentrum miniatum. So these, from what I've read online, these are moved to the Vanda family. But what's really nice is they're not as big as like the Vandas. They're miniature versions. When I unboxed this and I saw the wood, this is really nice wood. Like, you know, again, when I was trying to order these plants online, I was thinking, you know, I want to save more money, but you know, right now seeing these plants, I would have to say it's well worth it. Definitely well worth it, because of how established the plant is, how big it is, for the price. And I mean, if you search online, I mean, you won't even find this kind of species. I think it's not that common, but this is well established. Look at all these roots. Look how big and tall, or how long these roots are. So well established plant. Very excited about this because I think this is a mature plant. It's a blooming size plant. So yeah, I'll just take disinfect this and take this root off. But I don't have any. I don't think I'll have any problems growing this guy, and I have a free what do you call this, fern here, miniature fern. So hopefully this one grows out well also. So yeah, this is the Ascocentrum Ampulaceum var Orantiacum. All right. Okay. All right, the fifth one. Let me just take this off. This guy is unexpected also, because amongst the plants I've ordered, this is not considered as a miniature, but by the looks of it, it looks small. Oh, but it is a seedling, I remember, on the website. So this is the Brassavola grandiflora. Brassavola grandiflora. It's called the Lady of the Night Orchid, if I remember that right. Yeah, Lady of the Night Orchid, because they bloom, but they produce a very nice fragrance at night, and they're really nice white flowers. And from what I've researched is, I think this is the orchid where the fragrance attracts nocturnal moths, and they mate with the flowers because they're shaped like a female moth, and basically that's how they pollinate. Now for the Brassavolas, I think the more common and popular one is the Brassavola nodosa. So if you search online, Grandifola usually that doesn't come up in Google as much as the nodosa. So during the sale, Andes Orchids has 3 of these species, different kinds, Grandiflora and 2 other ones, but no nodosa. But basically, when I read the description, I think amongst the 3, this is the smaller one, around 6-inch leaves. The other one has like 15-inch leaves, or canes, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is the other one. When I was unboxing, the wood is so perfect. Like, where did they get this wood, right? It's really nice, looks real established. It's a seedling, yeah, so it's small because it's a seedling. It will take around 2 to 3 years for it to bloom, but it's perfect. I love it. I love the wood. I mean, you know, the passion, by Andy's Orchids. The passion they make, like they grow their orchids, I mean, can be seen with their products. You know, these are not actually, I don't even consider as like products, because they're like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's not easy to get a plant like an orchid to be happy on a piece of wood. But once you see this kind of roots, you know whatever grow conditions it has means that these orchids love it. And this is a warm growing orchid also. I'm gonna be shifting towards that, and also in my with my Nepenthes collection, it will be moving towards warm growing lowland Nepenthes and the hybrid ones. But yeah, this is a nice looking plant. So again, Brassavola grandiflora. And amongst this is like less than $20, like $19. It was on sale, and it's an easy growing plant. That's the other one. So other thing about it. So all right. And last but not the least, let me just get my camera sorted out here. Alright, so this here. So one of the branches fell off, or got broken there, but I don't mind. So, oh yeah, let me just get this. Alright, so basically, 5-6 years ago, I was so, how do you call this, curious about where vanilla comes from. And when I researched it, I was so surprised to find out that vanilla actually is a bean produced by an orchid. And that's why ever since I was researching about it and see where I can buy it. I can find anywhere, or yeah, there are other places where you can find vanilla, but no, you know, there's no actual like good description about vanilla, about this plant. And like 2 weeks ago, I was doing my usual thing, going to Andy's Orchids website, and I saw in the power search option the Genius vanilla. And yeah, that's what I saw and what I found, and it is actually the plant that produces vanilla beans. And what made me want to buy this plant, or made me decide to get this plant, is because from the description is, and also from my research online, it's a warm growing plant. It's vining, which is kind of unusual for an orchid, but it's an easy grower. And according to Andy's Orchid, it grows like a pothos, and that really made me like decide that I'm gonna buy this plant eventually. And then yeah, a couple of days ago I found that they sent me an email that they're on sale, like there's a 20%. So like at that point it's hard not to go for it. But basically it's a growing plant, and then I did more research online. It grows tall if you let it, and then the really long vines eventually will produce the flowers. And according to Andy's Orchids, you need to hand pollinate it to produce the beans. But yeah, it says according to Orchids, it grows like pothos, and pothos I would say is my #1 favorite plant. It's simply because it's unkillable. You can use it on your fish tanks. You can use it everywhere, and even though it's the most common one, it's for me the favorite because it's very versatile. Anyway, back to this plant. I mean, I can't say anything less, right? This is well established. Look at that. So well established plant. Let me just lower this here. But yeah, you can see here how established it is. I mean, for the price, I think it's like around $23 because it was on sale. But I mean, for the price, I mean, they're selling philodendrons for $60-$80 for like 2 or 3 leaves. We're talking about a plant here that has just grown with all these roots, just has grown in really well. So very happy about this order. Let me try to see what the substrate is because I'm planning to repot it. Not now though. And well, since it already has a pole, like this bamboo pole to support the vines, I don't think I'll need to repot it until it gets really big. But apparently it's only, oh wow, it's grown in sphagnum moss. I don't see any perlite yet, but anyway. And it's got some newspaper that's moist. So I guess just to keep the plant moist, especially in this very hot weather. I'm very impressed with this order. I'm very impressed. The care, the plants they sent. Okay, so there's some perlite. There's some perlite also, but yeah, there's some perlite in the mix, or oh, it's just perlite. Like, well, on top is moss, but it seems like there's just some, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's some perlite. Yeah, the top dressing is moss, but it's just perlite underneath. Yeah, just pure perlite. And I won't take this off here. I will let it grow. But in the future, if I need to repot it, then perlite, I guess, is the best way to pot it. Yeah, I have a branch that was cut off. I'll put it in sphagnum moss and try to grow it. But yeah, overall, this is a great haul for me. At this point, I would have to admit that I'm addicted to plants. Basically, in this hobby, I mean, Carnivoro sent an email saying they are on sale. I was able to resist that. And then Pet Fly Trap sent an email that they're also on sale. I was able to resist that, but it's been a while since I got orchids, and yeah, this one I can't resist, and I'm very happy that I decided to get these plants, because this is a great haul for me, and the plants look really well, really nice. And you know, some of these plants might take a while to even bloom, so to get them started is a great thing. So yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate the 110 subscribers. And for the, yeah, please hit like, I would appreciate that, and subscribe. But yeah, this is a great order, and again, I appreciate your patience. I know it's not the perfect studio type like videos. Like whenever I have the time, I'll just take a video, and at this point I really don't care if you know, there's a background noise, because you know, that's my life basically. So yeah, thank you guys, and yeah, have a good night. I still have work tomorrow. So yeah, good night.